children. This is your teacher of science. Welcome to e-learning. I know you all are at your home. Started studying also. This is really very good as we all have finished our chapter 1 and 2. And now we are going to start our chapter 3, that is the skeletal and muscular system. As we all have already studied about the circulatory system and the nervous system. Both these systems are very important. But now we will going to start with our skeletal and muscular system, without which our body would not be function properly. As it is clearly mentioned here that the skeletal system is a rigid framework of bones. Students, rigid means very hard. That means skeleton system is made up of very hard bones and which is important to perform many functions. Here are some function which is mentioning here. That is, it provides support, shape and strength to the body. That means it helps to provide support and strength to the body. It also protects the internal organs, the organs which is present inside our body. The skeletal system helps to protect these organs and it also helps in the movement of body parts. That means our body parts move with the help of this skeleton system. The skeletal system consists of bone and cartilages. As you all know about bone, now I am going to explain that what is cartilage. Cartilage is a flexible substance. Flexible means stretchable substance that is not as hard as a bone. Means it is not hard as compared to bone. It is a stretchable substance. The bone in our body are hard and strong and are made up of calcium and other minerals. That means bones are made up of calcium and other minerals. Calcium, we get calcium from milk. Now here you always listen to your mom saying to you, drink a glass of milk. It is because milk provide you calcium, which is very helpful for making your bones strong. It is filled with the substance called bone marrow that produce blood cells. It is shown in the figure that this is your human skeletal system, and about all these we will going to discuss one by one. Now before starting this, see this figure and as well as the figure of a bone. Now here comes our next topic, that is, but before starting this topic, let me tell you one thing. A newborn baby has around 300 bones, but an adult human has only 206 bones. If anybody now from onwards ask you that how many bones are there in an adult, it is 206, while in a newborn baby is 300. And in the starting it is 300, but after it becomes 206 because some bones join together as we grow to form a single bone. Now one by one we will going to discuss these topics, parts of the skeleton. That is, first we will discuss about skull. A skull is the bony framework of the head. Here question arises in your mind that what do you mean by this framework? Framework is the outer structure which is helpful for covering your head. It protects our brain and consists of 22 different bones that are joined together. This is the figure of your skull. Next, we will going to discuss about ribs. Ribs are thin, flat and curved bones. They form a protective cage around the heart and the lungs called the rib cage. Cage is something which covers our hearts and lungs. It is work as a protective cage which protects our heart as well as our lungs. And rib cage consists of 24 bones arranged in 12 pairs of ribs. As you can see in figures, these are your ribs and this is your rib cage. These ribs are joined to the breastbone for the sternum in the front, and in the back it is connected to your backbone. As it protects heart and lungs, in spite of this, it also protects stomach, spleen and kidneys. Now comes our next topic, that is vertebral column. This backbone is also known as your vertebral column of the spine. It consists of 33 irregularly shaped bones. Is called the vertebrae. This vertebral column is very important as it protects our spinal cord, and it is around 28 inches or 70 centimeter long, as you can see in this figure. Now comes our next topic, that is shoulder blade. This shoulder blade is connected to the arm bone. This is your arm bone and this is your collarbone, and it allows movement of this arm. Your arms move with the help of this shoulder blade, as you can see in this figure. Now it comes arm bones. The upper arm that is between the shoulder and the elbow consists of a single long bone called humerus, as it is shown in this figure. The bone starting from this your shoulder and between your elbow is known as your humerus, while the lower arm between your elbow and wrist is known as your ulna and radius. As you can see in your figure as well as your look at your hand, that your hand has three parts. One is your wrist, another one is your palm and 5 fingers, and it is made up of total 27 bones. Here comes your pelvis and thigh bone. Our legs are attached to a strong ring of bones called pelvis. This is known as your pelvis. Our leg is attached to this pelvis, and the bone from the pelvis to the knee. Knee is known as your femur and thigh bone. One important thing to keep in mind is that the longest bone in our body is the femur and the smallest bone is the stirrup bone, which is inside our ear. Here comes the last part of your skeleton system, which is your lower leg bones. It includes the region from the knee to the ankle, and it has two bones, that is fibula and tibia. Our foot contains of 26 small bones. I hope this skeleton system and the parts of skeleton system is clear to you. And now I am giving you one home assignment, that is name the following. You have to do this name the following, and you can see this video on our YouTube channel. In our next session we will going to discuss about these questions. I hope you will do your homework. So class, stay home, stay happy and keep studying also. Thank you.